Greetings, all. This is Dr. Bankhead at The Struggle in Thinking Out Loud. And the topic of this video is making shifts in the collective consciousness. That's right, shifts in the collective consciousness. Now, I'm not going to go really deep in this video. I'm only going to skim across the surface. Yes, I wanted to actually share a little something. I have observed over the past century, I can say that, couple of decades, some changes in the collective consciousness of people in our society. I have watched where there was a time when people held to certain standards of morality and integrity and values. And collectively, there has been a shift in how people generally perceive values and morals and standards. And I only bring this up because I have heard a lot of discussions in public about people's concerns about car thefts and shootings and mass murders and wars and etc., etc. It's all very terrifying. It's frightening. Uh, they talk about viruses and all kinds of pestilences. What is it? The cicadas are coming out this summer in droves, just like the locusts and the plague in the Bible. Ooh. Anyway, let me stay on track here. The collective consciousness, I've noticed that it's been very much affected by television. Yeah, television. I have personally gone without a television in my home for nearly 20 years. People are very surprised when I share this information. I get comments such as, "How do you live?" And other comments like, "I don't really watch it, but I keep it on because I like to listen to the background noise." Or, "What would you do if something happened in your neighborhood, like there was a fire? You wouldn't know about it." I said, "Well, that's interesting because I think if there was a fire in my neighborhood, I should know about it before the media." Anyway, before I get off on that tangent, I'm only going to say what I observed. And I observed back in the 60s that the television programs we used to see, like Bonanza and what else was it? The Donna Reed Show, Andy Griffith, Father Knows Best. They had a little moral at the end of the story. And at that time, even married couples were sleeping in separate beds. They were in the same bedroom, but they were in separate beds. And then around, I believe, when Lucy and Ricky did I Love Lucy, that was when they were allowed to share a marital bed because Ricky and Lucy were actually married in real life. And that didn't harm or affect people's ideas that television was presenting a moral picture. And so we became impressed with the morality that television was encouraging and inspiring in our homes. Leave It to Beaver. That's another one. Anyway, the thing about Lucy was subtly, very subtly, we were affected because Lucy was always lying. So she really wasn't that moral character. And we all found it funny. Oh, it was very funny when Ricky would ask her what happened and she would come up with some little lie. And we would laugh and we would chuckle because we knew the real truth. And we knew eventually she was going to get caught. But she was lying nonetheless. And that was a very subtle suggestion that a white lie really isn't that bad. And then I observed, after Ricky and Lucy were allowed to sleep in the bed together, then they allowed people that weren't married to sleep in the bed together on television because they were married on television. And we had in the back of our minds that, well, Ricky and Lucy did it and it was okay. Yeah, it was okay. And so little by little, there have been things suggested and implanted in our minds. Like there was a time when we had a lot of medical emergencies and a lot of coroners. And well, the murders continue. We've had murders for quite some time. They become more and more graphic and more detailed over the years. But in the beginning, it wasn't always that way. And then I want to fast forward to the 80s when we got The Simpsons. We still have The Simpsons. Yeah, and the people were watching it with their children, and they were kikiing at the rudeness, the disrespect, the audacity, the aggression. And we kikied and we ha-ha'd and we hoo-hooed and our children watched. And we said, oh, it's funny. It won't matter. It won't affect them. And so now we've got a generation of people who are the parents and the grandparents of children that evidence a different type of respect or lack thereof, rudeness, audacity, demands. Oh, and the list goes on. Anyway, that's just a little something to think about when you consider the effects that the media might be having on the collective consciousness and how that might be affecting you. I remember when I was in the classroom as a teacher, it's a challenge today, and my heart goes out for all those teachers in the classrooms. Yes, indeed, things changed, and by the time we got that pandemic, boy, have they changed. All right, this is Dr. Bankhead at the Struggle In, thinking out loud. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, post your comments below, and share my video. I hope to see you again soon here at the Struggle In. Have a great day.